We're not gonna put ourselves in that situation or put ourselves in a situation where we need help, but if we can, it would be so nice to go check to see how our house is doing, because we don't know. Okay, so oh, it's still raining. Never mind. I thought it had stopped raining. I think I'm just becoming blind to it now. I don't even notice.
It's gone down a lot. I mean, I can see that grass right there.
You could see that grass before it. I called it the island.
No, I mean, I can see the grass right there.
Oh! Yeah, you're right. He's right here. The base,
right
that was gone. So we had the rain is let up a little. It's just lightly raining, and so it's allowed a little bit of this water to kind of head back, which is excellent.
Yeah, we want as much of it as possible to go that way.
Yeah, because more rain's coming, so the more this can go down.
The creek is empty, so. Yeah,
the more it can go down, the better will be for the repeat. Look at the pool, so messy.
So we're not really going to get any more rain. I mean, a little more rain for sure, but the problem is going to be all the flooding.
Coming
all
towards
the water
us.
coming down from,
trying to show off?
All the water coming down from Austin and LaGrange and Hempstead and all that stuff is flowing back down towards us. It's going to raise the Brazos' record, not this part of Brazos, but up in Richmond, the record is 54.5 feet, and it's supposed to get over 59 feet.
Jeez.
So five more feet.
Than the record. The wasp.
So the tax day floods, that's where the record happened. That's the one that happened last year. And
that's the one that happened where Kyle was gone and I had 3 kids. I'll link the videos. So, I don't let him forget it.
No, wasn't that the Memorial Day one? That was the Memorial Day one, huh?
No, it was in April.
I thought that was the May one. The May one in 2015. Anyway, maybe I was gone for both of them?
I don't know.
That would be
it's all
great.
blended together now.
They showed houses where, you know, they were like, here's where it came up. So it came up 3 inches on this one guy's house. Like, so they had the watermarks on the side of his house, you know, just the dirty part.
Yeah.
And they were like, yeah, it's going to go 5 feet more now.
Oh my gosh.
And they were like, yeah.
So that's what we're worried about. Then you'd be one right by your head. They all came right. Where they been?
I don't know.
They could have stayed there. Which tree's gonna go?
Yeah, the skinny one right there that's swaying like.
Oh my gosh. So yeah, you guys, so basically like at this point we're more worried about the rain coming down from other places than we are about the rain right here.
This thing, and then the other thing is, so there's a creek about 2 miles, not quite 2 miles, like 1.5 miles.
What are you talking about? It's right there.
No, that's not the creek. This is just more of the lake.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Bessie's Creek.
Yeah, Bessie's Creek. It's like it's almost a mile away.
I showed you that picture.
That's Bessie's Creek overflow, honey. The actual Bessie's Creek, the part that we're worried about, is on the other side of like the neighborhood. It's about a mile away, like about. Anyway, but the point is like
it's closer.
So, no, it's not closer than that. So, and there's parts of it that are closer, but the part that's high which is the part we're worried about.
There's a voluntary evacuation right at the end of our street from it.
Yeah, but that's because of that overflow to them is going to come. So it's about a mile away, but that's where it normally is. I'm just saying it's overflowing. And the point is that the spillway that's feeding water from here to the Brazos, if it rises up because of that, where they even out, then it just stops spilling, right? And then it'll lay over. And then if Bessie's Creek connects to it, then we're just worried that we'll get all of that Bessie's Creek overflow will come into the Brazos. Where normally they don't. They touch.
Really.
Well, they do. It flows into the Brazos, but about 5 miles south of here.
Around here.
From here. Yeah. Normally Bessie's Creek and the Brazos like hit here, and we're worried that they'll connect up here, which is above us. So they connect below us right now.
Which is no problem. Connecting above us is a problem.
Especially with all the water.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll just add.
And let me just be clear that that's like already kind of starting to happen.
Well, it hasn't happened yet.
It's a real possibility.
It's possible.
Might. Kyle, turn around. Ah, there's a wasp on your shirt. No, it's near me. Let's go inside. This is on your shirt. You were gonna bring it inside to my baby.
Oh, it's okay. He was just, he's like that hawk. Can you help me, sir?
Kyle and I saw a video of this hawk I'll put the link down below. Can you share the link with me? Because I won't remember.
If I can find it.
If we find the link, we'll share it. It was this hawk flew into this guy's car window and like wouldn't leave. The guy kept trying to get him to like fly away, and the hawk was like, was just terrified and scared and just stayed with the guy until animal control came. Well, we would like, since some of the waters went down and we can actually leave the neighborhood, we think, right? We should be able to. Should have gone down enough. We couldn't leave the neighborhood yesterday. We were flooded in.
Oh no.
She's like, where's my mom and my, it's time to eat. We were hoping we could get out and try to see if how our new house is faring. Obviously we wouldn't do anything unsafe. We wouldn't travel on any kind of water, but I think we have a path now. And if we do, we'd like to see. Because I have an SUV, but it's like a truck SUV, so I have big truck tires. But we wouldn't travel through any kind of water, even if it looked low. We just wouldn't do it. We're not gonna put ourselves in that situation or put ourselves in a situation where we need help. But if we can, it would be so nice to go check to see how our house is doing, because we don't know. Look, you came to visit me. Well, she's kind of sleep eating right now.
But can you have a phone and play on it?
No, you can't have my phone and play on it. All right, we're gonna see the sun came out for a minute. Woo!
Storm passed us. Yeah, everything's dry.
The other boy.
It's just a mess, though, like a little mess. But we will take a little mess over the big mess any day. Hearing a loud noise. I don't know if it's like a airboat or a helicopter, because I can't see past this tree line far away. Okay. Oh my gosh. This all used to be, you know, tall like that. It's all down. There's the tree. You see all this water here? That's usually not there. It's way far out. And this is after it's gone down. It had gotten up higher. Oh my gosh, sorry guys. Stuff is falling on me. Oh my gosh, that has got to be a helicopter. Did y'all hear that? I wish I could see it. I can hear it. It has got to be hovering. They have to just be surveying either the damage or the evacuation maybe. All right, we're gonna go down towards the dock. Or not. See, there's the, I cannot believe this. This is such a mess. Everything's just, ugh. We think a small tornado came through because the tree is broken, not at the root system. It didn't get pulled out of the wet grass, and it didn't break at the top. And we just have this path of destruction, this very specific path. So we're pretty sure it was one of the tornadoes that sides like that came real close to us. Ugh. Y'all, I am not, bugs and this type of stuff is not my favorite, so I'm a little, yeah, that is oh, and it's a nice healthy tree. And the root system's still in place. Like, as you can just see this whole path. Well, I don't know if I'm gonna get over this. Look how tall this is. It's up past my knees. Just to give you guys a perspective. Let's see if I can get over. Oh, well, that's not happening. Okay. And the dock is gone, basically. There's the dock, you can see it. Do you see this clear path of destruction? Look, everything's still up, and then there's just this path where everything is down, and that's where we're pretty sure a tornado came through. Look at all of this. Oy. For those of you who've watched our channel before, you know how manicured and like landscaped this usually is, so you know the difference. Okay, and the rocks are loose. Ugh, goodness. Now I gotta get back through this. Okay, alright, all these trees hitting me. There we go. Let's go get another perspective. Here it is. So everything's still standing, and then we just have it leveled out. One tree is left, that's it. Leveled out, and everything is pushed that same direction. And then back to standing. So that's where we think the little just went right on through. Thank gosh it went there and not here. Alright you guys, we're attempting to go out. As you can see, we're dry over here. This street we're coming up on was where there was more water. This house here, right at the end of our street, is on a voluntary evacuation because of this creek. Holy smokes. Oh, I see. Whoa, okay. It's like road level, it's hard to tell. And here is our street. So what they're worried, if this creek, which you can't see through the grass, oh yeah, you can see it through the grass, it's right here. It's street level. If this water connects to our water, that's when we'll have a problem, Kyle was telling me. And that doesn't have to do with any rain we get here. We could get not a drop more here, right?
Yeah.
Oh, there I see it. Oh my gosh, it is. No wonder they're all on a voluntary evac. But guys, I have some red lips and like red teeth. I just had a popsicle. Big fallen tree. What a beautiful, that tree looks sick though. What a pretty tree. So guys, I'm not gonna zoom in too much for privacy for these poor people, but their house is right back there, right on this creek that we're worried about, and it's gone down, but it's still right at their, like, right at their doorstep, practically. And Kyle said when he came out earlier, it was up in their house level. Ignore my big crack. My crack went 2 directions, but obviously we've been a little busy. Haven't been able to get our insurance actually send somebody to your home to fix it. So I don't have to take it to a shop. Somebody comes and fixes it in our driveway, which is kind of nice. So all this has gone down a lot, you were saying?
Yeah.
That's good.
It's a lot worse.
Yeah. So I take it this has gone down a lot.
This is the Brazos.
That's the Brazos.
And this is the lake that my parents, this is where the spillway is that connects the lake behind my parents' house to it. So normally, this water's flowing from here out to there.
Underneath?
Yeah, underneath, yeah.
Okay.
It's a spillway. You can see that it's still going a little bit, but you see how they're basically at the exact same level?
Yeah.
So once they get equalized, this water stops going that way.
Yeah, the water's not moving much on the side a little bit.
Yeah, just a teeny. Basically now they're equalized, and maybe another inch or two, right, at most.
Right.
So now when the water from the Brazos starts filling back in from upstream, as all that water from the Grange and all places come back down, this will rise, and when this rises, that will rise.
Aye.
1 to 1. So it'll be up over this road for sure.
Well,
and then the only question is like how much more will it be?
Sure.
So right now they were predicting, originally they were predicting that from this right here it was going to go up another 7 feet. So that'd be like over this car. Yeah. At least about as tall as this car. But now they're predicting it'll only go up about another 5 feet, and the prediction even then is based off the fact that this isn't growing as fast as they thought. So it's probably going to be less than 5 feet, maybe like 4 feet, 4.5 feet. Maybe as little as 3 feet, probably like somewhere between 4 and 5 feet, which is just about what the record was from the tax day floods. So it's just about the same as then. So it'll be up on the dock a little bit, won't be in the house or anything like that. So as long as it doesn't do that. Now if it goes to 7 feet, well, it won't be in the house, but it'll be over the dock. We'll have to go save the dock.
Well, that's why we're gonna go buy a boat, or at least an air mattress right now, right?
Yeah. I have an air mattress. Have your parents here?
We do have an air mattress. That's what people, sadly, y'all, we're not even joking. People were floating out of our neighborhood that we just moved from on air mattresses. It's really sad. Like, you just use what you have to use. You know, we were talking about, like, we have some of the pool toys. If we had to put the kids and the dog on a pool toy, and we could wade in the water to get us out of here if we needed to. And like, that was like a serious thing. Like, we weren't making a joke. Like, we were like, that's what we'll do if we have to. Like, we meant it seriously, and that's scary that that was like a serious like concern we had, and we had to come up with a plan about what we were gonna do to get the kids and the dog safely out of the house. It's just sad. It's like really sad. So everyone is out, and this is where it was impassable yesterday, wasn't it, Kyle? Like, it was impassable. Like, we weren't even allowed to like come this way. All right, we're gonna try this.
Yeah,
she said it's fine. She said we're in truck tires. Stay to the left, honey. Oh, snap. Don't go fast, you'll splash me. Oh yeah, the street's clear again. So all this, you guys, was impassable. Like, we were, oh no, you can go around it. Our ways. They just didn't want more people coming.
Well, how do we get back there?
We'll just go around it. We can go around it.
One way? Just go.
Yeah. Oh geez. Oh my goodness. We'll go slow. Oh geez, you crazy.
I don't know. Are they letting us go through or not?
Yeah, they're letting us.
Okay.
That's not, I think.
That's what I'm gonna stop and ask.
They're letting people through monitored. We were about to ask the, so now it's all fine over here. So this neighborhood here has been mandatory evacuated because, not even the flooding, but because the water sewer lines have overflow, like they've they stopped working, backed up. So raw sewage and things like that can come up into the yard, and it's contaminated the water and all this gross stuff, and they're right next door to us. So back behind us, the town behind us was mandatory evacuation, the whole town. And then, like I said, our street, we were impassable, as you guys saw. Whoa, look at that. We couldn't leave our neighborhood yesterday. It was all flooded.
Because you can tell this is a big hill we were on.
Yeah.
So that was the bottom of the hill.
That was we were at the bottom of the hill, so it had all drained down. So earlier I mentioned like I wasn't getting good cell service, like I kept having no service, but we are connected on Wi-Fi. So like I wasn't getting some of my calls, and some of my actual like SMS messages like weren't coming in. And I just got a message from my friend, and they're down near Beaumont, and their house, like she had video on Facebook too, but it's like flooded right up to their house level. So hopefully, I sent her messages, but now that we're out, I've got good service. Well, I say that, I don't actually have good service. I have one bar. Is it just, that's not even because of where we're at, Kyle. That's got to be just like busy servers.
Towers are down.
Towers are down, Kyle said. There's a guy with the boat, and I guarantee you he was using it to help people out, you know? Don't you think, Kyle? Yeah. That's what everybody's been doing.
Daddy's going fishing today.
Yeah. We're on our way to our new house. We're gonna go. We've heard that it flooded in the streets, but that all the houses were fine, and not even all the streets were flooded, or like it went down quick. And so I think we're good, thankfully. The tax day floods that Kyle keeps talking about, like all this was flooded during that. So that is why we were concerned. You guys, this is right by our new house, and this is a dry culvert. And there's like no water normally, or like a trickle. I had it on video. I could show them. Our house was safe, but we just met our new neighbors across the street, and they said it had come up.
They said Sunday night was the worst, and they were, you know, it was flooding in the street. They went ahead and moved a bunch of stuff upstairs. They
said at 1:30 in the morning they just moved everything upstairs, and we're like, we don't know. And they said that it's a big, like, what is that?
It's a culvert.
Huh?
Culvert?
The culvert next to us, is that what it's called?
Yeah.
We just have a big culvert next to us. There's usually like no water in it, or maybe a trickle, but it was full, and they said it had come up the street and it looked like it was a lake, like over into the road.
It's there for better that
culvert was there than it hadn't been there. That whole thing filled with water. Anyway, they said it was really scary, but then thankfully they were really nice too. They have a 9-year-old and a 13-year-old, so I wish they had kids a little younger. They are from Miami, and the guy was so funny. He goes, we're from Miami and we're used to hurricanes, but nothing like this. Like, he said this was like way scarier. They were really nice though. I'm really glad we met them.
Everything's bigger in
They were kind of awesome, actually.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, I wanna bring them cookies and stuff, like type of people. And I looked like this when I met them. Dang it.
It's
I'm gonna
okay.
put that.
Don't
Can I
worry.
put that?
I made up for both
Can
of
I
us.
put your Derek Zoolander photo right here? Can I insert it? You already told me I could go ahead and post it. I haven't. I have the best comparison shot of Kyle. It is magic. It's blue steel.
So hot right now. So hot right now. He's so hot right now.
So look, everything, the rest of these neighborhoods, it's right around our house. Everything's looking real good. This little section got lucky.
Yeah, this little section.
Kyle was saying.
We're just far enough inland and away from rivers. You know, there's just not.
We have a giant culvert now lake
They had plenty of
next to our
tornado
house.
warnings here. So. And
Oh no, the tornado situation was bad over here.
I mean, there was tornado damage around here, not specifically here or
our house,
little house or neighborhood, but there was definitely tornadoes hitting.
Yeah, I
areas
know.
around here.
I'm not trying to say they were like. This part doesn't.
But
comparatively, this part seems to come through like
on a scale of 1 to 10, where like 10 is the worst thing that happened in Houston this week, this place got like a 4.
Yeah. I mean, it's way worse where we're at your parents.
Yeah, that's what. So where we are at is more like a 5.5 to a 6.
And our old neighborhood's like a flipping 10.
Yeah, well, our old house is like an 8 or 9.
9.
Obviously, the 10 would be the places that are totally submerged.
Yeah, our neighborhood's reporting 3 and 4 foot of water in the house.
Yeah, and there's about a bunch of people are getting.
Oh, and it's not. It's yeah. I don't even know.
When the reservoirs spill over, it's gonna be kind of. So
I had to stop filming like we were talking a minute ago, and like I was feeling emotional about it. And I'm not kidding you guys. Like, I'm a nursing mother. What happened?
She started lactate.
I milked my shirt, both sides. That'll teach me. That's a postpartum moment for you. That can happen.
Yeah, just collecting shopping cart. Let's go see if any of any of the fast food places open.
Sonic is. I can't see Chick-fil-A. Burger King might be. We should see.
No, they're closed.
Our grocery store's closed. I guess we should have tried earlier. Oh man. There's not normally a lake here at this church. Just FYI. So,
Alright, so what's the deal here?
oh no, did they completely close it? Oh no, they didn't.
I'm just trying to figure out what the deal is.
Is this a cop or is this just a car?
It's just a car.
Yeah, just go slow.
I just need to make sure I have
Just
the
go
right
slow,
I've
yeah.
won the battle.
Just stay in this lane. Yeah, don't get over. It's flooded.
Get over a little, it's okay.
Just go slow. No one's coming, so stay in this lane.
We're not gonna break this money. I can see the bottom of the water.
Ah, but Kyle, I don't want that water pushing up in my engine. That's what happened to my parents when their car stalled out. Oh. And then we're clear.
And we're back.
And we're back on normal road.